X, why manifestations fail in 2026, nervous system versus mindset. Manifestations don't fail because you didn't believe enough. It fails because your nervous system doesn't feel safe enough to hold the manifestation. Let's get into it. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont, and you are tuned into Manifesting Miracles. This is episode 345 in the year 2026 on planet Earth. So let's talk about the mindset versus the nervous system and why nothing is going to change in 2026 unless you get this going. All right, so let's talk about it for just a second and let's get into understanding why this is happening, okay? So most people want to decide and say that manifestations don't work because their thoughts aren't enough. That their thoughts aren't enough. Your thoughts don't create your reality alone. And so I want to be real with you, like I'm your manifesting bestie, as if we're old friends. And I want to help you understand what you have and haven't done to help yourself create the reality in which you're co-collaborating in right now. So if this resonates with you, because see here, I do one-on-one calls, I do one-on-one coaching, I speak at events, I host workshops, I host live events in my community and around the world. And so I sat down and looked at some of the most common things that I hear on my one-on-one sessions and my calls and feedback from my community. So one of the first ones and one of the most common things that I hear, you know what, Michelle, I just don't think that I had the right belief system. I didn't believe enough. Ooh, baby. And as I give these out and say these, here's what I want you to do. Raise your hand, nod, write it down, agree, like we're having a real conversation. I didn't believe enough. And you could have multiple of these because I usually get all of these on these sessions, okay? I wasn't disciplined enough. How disciplined do you have to be a receiver? You see, these are really, you're saying to yourself that it's a mental game and not an energy game, not a nervous system game. Or I just need a better mindset. You know, Michelle, if I just had a better mindset, if I was more organized, I could really manifest my dreams because I could really have time to invest in myself and I could really do it. Everybody gets the same 24, babe. Everybody gets the same 24. And it's not a better mindset. It's the way that your body and your nervous system has acclimated to the life that you've created so far, but we are going to unplug from that life. And we are going to recreate and reinvent you right now, right here, to help you manifest the biggest and the best version of yourself. And so you might be also saying, and you might be nodding your head, you know, Michelle, I just needed better tools. I just needed better tools. No, you didn't. Everybody wants results. Everybody. But this is how you truly create what you want. The first step is by watching and working and looking and objectively thinking differently than you've already done. You've interrupted your whole nervous system by just being a participant in manifesting miracles. Okay? Second, you're disrupting your mindset by challenging what you've already done, by questioning it, by saying, this didn't work. This isn't working for me. The next one is by understanding that when your body can't be the constant receiver of all of this negative information over and over and over again, that it's going to disrupt the nervous system to make you shut down instead of accelerate. And so you personally, even though this year has changed, you're the same you in a different calendar year. And so your quantum identity hasn't aligned with those actual manifestations that you're trying to call in. So what are we really talking about? It really is a nervous system block. That's the real block. It's not a mindset. It's not tools. It's not the way that you think. It's not all of those, but those are determining factors. So let's get into the real reason. An unregulated nervous system equals resisting manifesting. So why? If I was to tell you that you could have anything you want, you're just going to have to tell me exactly what you want and how you plan to live your life afterwards. And see, right there, you don't even know how to tell me that because there's always been some sort of survival trauma going on. And so your nervous system is through the roof. You're not calm, cool, collected cucumber you. You're stressed out, anxiety-driven, politically, cultural, social, economic, financial, sexual, emotional, addicted. Nervous system can't just wake up today and say, well, I've just decided to have a better fucking mindset. That's some guru bullshit that doesn't work. It's like that Tony Robbins era where everybody would pay like $10,000 to go into a room to hear that you needed a better mindset. Well, those people who spent close to millions of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars, the majority of them are still sitting in the same place that they've always been because they believed that it was something mental and not something vibrational. And your nervous system is your body's way of creating something in your reality. Okay. And so, anxiety becomes a trauma loop. And so you keep telling yourself the same story over and over again. And like, I'm going to change. I'm going to be different. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And so you say at the first of the year, I'm going to do this, or for my birthday, I'm going to do this, or by March, I'm not going to do this, or whatever it is. But the truth is that it's not a mindset problem. And so you will just naturally fall back in to what your default mode network in your brain, your DMN in your brain would automatically go to. Fear, fornicate, freeze, flight, fawn. There's 7 triggers that your brain, your default mode network will just naturally go to because you don't have a regulated system. Okay. And so you end up just avoiding things. So you avoid going to the gym, or you avoid the relationship talk, or you avoid looking at your bank statement, or you avoid planning your future, or you avoid dreaming. Where is the big dream? Where is the big dream in you that your nervous system is saying, tamper down now, tamper down now, tamper down now? Because it masks everything. And when you mask everything, you have a limited belief. And when you have a limited belief, unlike a mindset, it equals a quantum identity in which it matches the reality in which you're living in. And so anxiety, and we all are living with it until we learn techniques and practices to clear that energy. Anxiety blocks alignment. And alignment is the frequency in which all things come in and out of our reality. So when we are dysregulated, we are 100% blocking all the abilities to receive it in our body, because the body decides first. Beliefs are an output of the nervous system, not the cause. Let's say that together. Beliefs are the output of the nervous system, not the cause. So if your nervous system is in survival, your subconscious will reject what your mind already desires. So your subconscious mind is already saying, wait a second, we're fighting for our lives. We're just trying to rob from Peter to pay Paul. And so, I'll gladly pay you for a hamburger tomorrow if I can have one today. Of course, if you're me, it's a vegan burger because I'm a vegan. But all of that said, why is it making it worse in 2026 through the ethos? So let's talk about this. Why in 2026 are your manifestations going to fail, and why are they failing harder? Well, let's talk about it. So 2026 doesn't respond to intention. It responds to regulation. So 2026 is the year of the fire horse. And what does that mean? That means that things are literally going so fast. If you're on that track, things are just coming, opportunities are coming at you like never before, and situations in your brain is just going, we can do this and we can do that and we can do this, because why? You worked so hard on yourself in 2025. You probably attended my courses. You probably took my classes. You were probably in my community. You learned how to release, regulate, and recall what you already know from prior lives, because your nervous system is tampered down that you can actually hear your real self, not the echo of fear, not the echo of the economy, not the echo of culture, not the echo of your family, not the echo of all the voices that made you believe that there was something inherently broken in you. There isn't. You just don't have a regulated nervous system, and you don't have a protocol for that. And so if you're going into 2026, literally just hoping, you're going to find that everything just seems more sped up. And as we get closer to the actual new year, which is the Chinese New Year, which is February 17th, you're going to see that from February 17th, all the work that you're doing right now is just going to super excel and supersede everything that you can imagine. I've already seen it with myself, and some of my clients have already had, it's only 14 days into January, and some of my clients have had record-breaking Januaries. So these are faster timelines, less tolerance, less tolerance for misalignment, and more burnout cycles, because everything is moving so fast. And when your nervous system in the year of the fire horse did not shed in the year of the snake, you are a little bit behind the block, but that's okay. You can start right here and right now, okay? Because once you regulate leads to what? Stabilization. Stabilization leads to what? Momentum. Let's say that again. Regulate, stabilize, momentum. Regulate, stabilize, momentum. Regulate, stabilize, momentum. Beliefs are outputs of the nervous system, not the cause. The beliefs are the output of the nervous system, not the cause. So an unregulated nervous system is only going to put you further and further behind. So then you start to criticize yourself, or you start to try to say, okay, I'm going to do a challenge. I'm going to do a 90-day challenge. I'm going to do a 100-day challenge. I'm going to do a 45-day challenge. All well and good. And I will have some throughout the year. But if you're not really learning to regulate, and you're not really going to do the work that's needed, your manifestations are going to feel frustrated. You're going to give up. You're going to be way behind the 8 ball for this year. I don't want that for you, bestie. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you fly. I want to see you happy. I want to see you regulated. So you have to quantum identify in a regulated nervous system in order for these goals to really hook in the quantum field, bypass your mind, bypass your fears, bypass your hippocampus, bypass your reticular activation system. Because in the body, you can hold things. Everything's falling apart, something better's coming. Don't have all the money, just lost $50,000, probably about to get 80. Do you freak out at first? Sure. The way I do it is I freak out. I totally analyze everything for 24 hours. And then I'm like, all right, I'm a regulated person. This was a shock to the system. Now let me figure out how to actually collaborate with the energy that's being introduced so I can hold it in my system long enough to feel worthy of it, so then I can receive it. It's the people who go up and down and start on their birthday and start on the new year and start in the second quarter and start when the money's here and leave the job when they have a better offer, or leave the relationship when it's totally no way to go backwards. That's the people who don't have a regulated nervous system. That's the people who fall into the trap of the mindset. That's the people who say, I didn't believe enough. I wasn't disciplined enough. I needed a better mindset. I needed more tools. No, you needed safety, babe. Safety before expansion. And so once you get into that state of safety, the strategies, the opportunities, the fire horse energy, it just comes flooding in and flooding in and flooding in. Manifestations work when the body feels safe enough to receive what the mind is asking for. Manifestations work when the body feels safe enough to receive. And it just doesn't. It doesn't. And that's why I'm telling you that why most manifestations fail in 2026, nervous system, not mindset. Mindset asks the questions. We can do more. We can have more. We can get more. We can grow. We can be bigger. But the nervous system is what decides. This works. This doesn't work. We've got a plan. We don't have a plan. We can do this. We can't do this. You can do this. You can do big, big things. You're worthy of it. The universe has already aligned you for it. You've already been chosen. If you're seeing this, you are chosen for a divine path and a divine purpose. And all the trauma from everything that happens outside of the eyeballs of you, whether it's on your digital screen, whether it's your neighbors, your friends, your culture, your bank account, your parents, your children, the ones you will never have, and the ones that you have now, whether they're people or pets. A mindset is your mind saying you can have and be more because it knows that it is the goal. But your body says no. And so you don't get out of bed and you don't create the routines, and it lasts for a minute and it goes up and it goes down and it goes up and it goes down. And I want to get you up, 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 up. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you can hold vibrationally, energetic, and in your nervous system. And if this sounds like you, here's what I want you to hear, bestie. If this sounds like you, this is a pattern, not a flaw. This is a pattern, not a flaw. And patterns can be regulated. Patterns can be rewired. You have to start with regulation, not manifestation. You don't want to come in and say, I want to manifest this and I want to manifest this and I want to manifest this. Your mind and your body will shut it all down. And your nervous system won't regulate, and then you'll give up or you'll feel like there was some sort of problem. And so all I'm telling you right now is that manifestations don't fail because manifestations doesn't fail because you don't believe enough. It fails because your nervous system doesn't feel safe enough to receive it. And so if this sounds like you, my Manifesting Miracles Academy is where we regulate together. We're going to learn how to create these routines. We're going to learn how to unconnect from our history. We're going to learn how to rewrite our stories. You're going to feel more happy. You're going to feel calmer. You're going to feel more sane. You're going to feel like yourself. And if you're worried about the expense, give yourself 1 month with me. I'll buy it for you so you can take that fear out of the equation. The first month of Manifesting Miracles where we'll regulate together and we'll learn how to consciously change our nervous system, reset it, regulate, control, release, and then use all of the manifesting tools that have gotten people new houses and families and money and opportunities and peace and health are all right here. All you have to do is step in. Give yourself 30 days to really commit to something. Regulate. Come to all the courses, all the classes, watch all the prior workshops. Everything's recorded. You only have at 2:00 in the morning when your baby's asleep for 30 minutes to do something. I got you. You can log into Manifesting Miracles Academy and take a meditation class, take a quantum energy class, do a nervous system reset test, nervous system regulations, do an energy class. Coming up on January 17th, where we have our vision board class, and I know this is airing after January 17th, but here's the thing. The vision board class is recorded. We don't activate it until the Chinese New Year on the 17th. So right now you can go watch that vision board workshop, and that was on January 17th, and take it and spend the next 30 days creating the most powerful reduced nervous system to align and create your vision board with actual belief that you can maintain this, you can hold this. It won't come and go and come and go. It's not you. It's the nervous system that you're in. And then we can create the mindset and then the manifestation. You got this. And you are so, so, so powerful. I'm so proud of you. I want you to see yourself in the way that your highest self sees you. And I want you to know that Manifesting Miracles is where we talk about why your nervous system needs alignment and how to do that. All right, bestie, let's close out this episode like we always do. First, please take 5 seconds and join our community. This is where we regulate together. This is where we meet live. It's free for the first 30 days. And after that, it's about $20 a month. $20, $5 a week for yourself. This is where you learn to regulate. You don't like it, you can dip out. Dip in, dip out. Whatever works for you. But at least give yourself 30 days to see if what we do here will help you as well as it's helped all of the hundreds of thousands of people who have been through and worked with me, listened to this podcast, and truly changed their outcome. So in 3, 2, 1, me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Us again. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything. All right. So your next step, join MMA and book a one-on-one with me. I will see you on Zoom. Hit play for another episode and drop nervous system in the comments right now. And I will send you my favorite protocol for regulating your nervous system. Sending you all of my love. Producers, it's time to cue that motherfucking music. Until next time, let's share this, comment, and write a review. Love you to the moon and to infinity. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont. You got this, and I got you. All right, producers, cue up.